Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell of a Plan, and today I am here to talk to you guys about how to beat planner FOMO. So for those of you who don't know what FOMO is, because I'm sure I'll get that question, FOMO stands for fear of missing out. And planner FOMO is real. It happens to all of us, especially around new releases. So I want to talk to you guys about how to beat planner FOMO when you feel like you need to buy all the products, because if you don't buy the products, you're going to miss out. And I'm here to talk to you guys about planner FOMO. Now, I'd like to go ahead and start out by saying everything I'm sharing today, I also need to hear myself. So I'm like preaching to the choir, okay? I know that I need to focus on getting rid of planner FOMO as well. I do want to throw out there that a lot of times when new product comes out, you'll see me buying it. And a lot of times that has to do with me sharing it on my channel. You guys want to see it. You guys want to see flip throughs. So I get it for my channel. I don't necessarily get it for me to use it. And so when I get things that I know I'm not going to use, I then usually give them to friends and family who I know will use them. So I know you might be like, Heather, you need to talk to yourself about this because you buy everything. I do, but a lot of it is for my channel. So I still need to focus on letting go of planner FOMO, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. So today I'm going to share 7 tips on how to let go of planner FOMO. And a lot of these things also apply to anything in your life that you have a fear of missing out on, and you feel like you need to buy things or do things so that you don't miss out on the other things. And so really I'm talking specifically about planner FOMO today, but a lot of these tips can apply to anything in your life. So number 1, the first tip, when new things come out, when a new release comes out, this is like the biggest way to help you not just go buy it all, okay? Make a list of everything that you want. List it all out. Don't hold back. List everything that you want. But then wait to buy it. Wait to watch all the flip throughs. Make sure you really want it. Make sure that you're really going to use it. And wait a week to make sure that you really want it. If you still want it a week later, then you can buy it and you probably won't regret it. But a lot of times we go out and buy it right away because we feel like we have to have it. We're going to miss out if we don't have it. And then we buy it. And then like a week later, we're like, why did we buy this? So if you can wait a week, that really, really helps you with the new releases, especially with all these sticker books. I know we feel like we need all the sticker books and like we need all the sticker books, but we don't need all the sticker books. So just try the whole like wait a week, see if you still want them, and then you can if you still want it a week later, then you probably will really use it. So that's tip number 1. I guess tip number 1 is don't buy on like impulse. Think about it and make sure you really want it before you buy it. Tip number 2, challenge yourself to use what you have first. So let's say that 5 new sticker books are coming out and you're like, I already have 50 sticker books, okay? Before you go buy those 5, especially if there's one that is similar to what you already have, challenge yourself to use what you already have first. Now, an example of this would be the first Fun Floral book came out, and then the new floral book just came out. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir here because I bought like 3 of the new floral book and I still haven't used all of the fun florals. But if you are focusing on getting rid of planner FOMO, then you could tell yourself, I need to use all of these fun florals before I go buy this new floral sticker book. Now, I know that is like crazy talk because it's a floral book and like I can't say no to florals, but maybe some of you can. And maybe the floral book wasn't the best example. Maybe I could have used like the Boss Babe book. There was an older Boss Babe book and then a newer one came out. And so maybe before buying the new one, make sure you use the old one, that kind of stuff. It probably doesn't really apply to the floral one because let's be honest, we're all going to buy the floral book. But you know, just some of those other, like the budgeting sticker book, maybe make sure you use the first budgeting sticker book before you go buy the second one. Use what you have before you just go buy it all. That will help you to focus on what you already have instead of like the fear of missing out of the new thing, okay? So tip number 3, I really, really love this tip, is plan a local meetup with some planner babes and meet up. Everyone bring their own supplies and share with each other. There's multiple benefits to this. 1, some of those people are going to have stuff you don't have. You're going to be able to see it in person. You're going to be able to like use it and see if you really would want it for yourself. You're going to be able to get rid of some of your stash and let other people use it. And when you let other people use your stash and you get rid of some of your stash, then you don't feel as bad when you buy new stuff. And so just meeting up with other people really helps you to like see new stuff and also get rid of new stuff. If you don't have any planner friends and you're like, Heather, I can't plan a local meetup because I don't have any planner friends, find some. There are different ways to find some. If you're on Facebook, I highly suggest looking up the biggest city close to you or even your state and type planner. So like I live in DFW. I'm in a DFW planner group. I just searched DFW Happy Planners and it pulled up, and I'm in a group with DFW Happy Planners. There's also like I'm from Alabama, and I wanted to do a meetup in Alabama, so I just searched Alabama Planners on Facebook, found a group, Alabama Planners, joined it, talked to the admin, we hosted a meetup with them. So it's pretty easy to look on Facebook and find, especially if you live near a big city, and find people who are local. Also, Michael's is doing a thing where you can teach a class in their classroom, and you can charge people to come, or it can be free, and you can invite people to come to your planner meetup there as well. So go put yourself out there, plan a planner meetup, and it doesn't even have to be with people who are like hardcore planners. Maybe your friends and your family use a planner, but they don't see like all of the benefits, and you just invite all of them over to come play in their planners, and you share your stash with them, because then you're getting rid of your stash, and then you won't feel as bad if you go and buy all the new stuff. All right, tip number 4. Okay, this is one that I really need to like print on a t-shirt and like remind myself every day. Tip number 4, be willing to not have it all, because you don't need it all. This is something that I really had to accept in 2019. I like to think of myself as a sticker collector, especially a Happy Planner sticker collector. And at one point, I had all of the Happy Planner sticker books. And so anytime more came out, I was like, I have to have them. I have to keep up with my collection. I have to have them all. That's what I do. I have all the sticker books. But when the Happy Planner Girl line released in the fall of 2019, there were several lines that just weren't me. And I was like, I will never use the Dream Seeker or the Stargazer, whatever, the Star one. I knew I would never use that one. And I knew I would never use Glam Girl because I already had Glam Girl stuff that I never use. And so I knew, like, I don't need to buy Glam Girl. I don't need to buy Stargazer because I'm not going to use them. I won't use them. And so that was the first time that I had to, like, tell myself, it is okay to not have it all. You don't need all the sticker books. It was fun while it lasted, but they come out with so many books now that it's just impossible. And so I'm trying to be better about telling myself I don't need it all. And you don't need it all either, especially the books that you know you're not going to use. I know I'm specifically talking a lot about stickers in this video, and I said planner FOMO, not sticker book FOMO, but let's be honest, the sticker books are what get most of us, and so that's why I keep going back to stickers. But this also ties into planners. Like, a lot of times we start a planner in January, and then they release their 18-month planners in the summer, and we're like, now we need a new planner! Switch planners, buy all the planners! And, like, I know I'm guilty of this too, but you have to just teach yourself to be willing to not have it all. That it's okay to not have it all. And just repeat that to yourself when you're, like, feeling bad that you don't have all the new stuff, or you're feeling like you're not, like, up to par because you don't have all the new stuff. Like, that is not... Having stuff is not what makes you, like, a good person or, like, a valued person. Stuff is just stuff. And so you have to be okay with not having it all. It's just something you have to teach yourself and really be okay with, like, in your heart. So, something we should all focus on. Tip number 5. If you're having major planner FOMO and you're just feeling like you need all the things and you need to buy all the things and, like, you're not leveling up to people because you don't have all the things, here is why that's probably happening, okay? You're probably on social media too much. So tip number 5 is get off of social media and go play with your planner stuff. When you start feeling like you don't have enough and you need more and you can't keep up, that's because you're on social media and you're comparing yourself to others. If you turn off social media, go in your craft room, pull out your stickers, and play with the things you have, you will remind yourself of the joy that planning brings you, instead of comparing yourself to these people on the internet. So tip number 5 is get off social media and go play with the stuff you have. You will be amazed at how quickly the FOMO goes away when you're actually playing with what you have. Because you're like, I love what I have. I don't need all of this other stuff. I'm not missing out because I don't have all of this other stuff, because look at all that I do have. And so get off social media. If you're feeling the FOMO, turn it off. Close out Instagram, turn off YouTube, quit watching it, quit looking at it. And yes, this is coming from someone whose job is social media. My job is to get y'all engaged with my accounts. And while I want you to follow me on Instagram and see what I'm doing and watch my videos and like my videos, if you're feeling FOMO, turn it off for a little bit and quit looking at it and find the joy in what you already have. Tip number 6, have an attitude of gratitude. I know that's such a cliche quote, and it's like, oh, Heather, why did you say that? That's so corny, but it's true. FOMO comes from not being thankful for what you have. If you are thankful for what you have, then you're not going to feel this FOMO, because you're going to be thankful for what you have instead of missing what you don't have and having this fear of missing out of what you don't have. So instead of focusing on what you don't have and what you're missing out on, focus on what you do have. Count how many sticker books you have and say, I am so thankful that I could afford these 10 sticker books. Count how many planners you have, whether that's 1 or 10, and say, I'm so thankful I could afford this 1 planner or these 10 planners, or I'm so thankful that this planner has organized my life so much and has brought me so much peace. Instead of looking at all of the stuff you don't have, be thankful for what you do have. Have an attitude of gratitude. And again, if you turn off social media and then focus on what you have, that helps to cultivate that attitude of gratitude. So focus on what you have instead of focusing on the fear of missing out of what you don't have. Okay? And then my last tip, you guys should know that this is coming. Tip number 7, don't let comparison steal your joy. You guys know comparison is the thief of joy is like my favorite quote. That is where FOMO comes from, guys. FOMO comes from comparing yourself to others. You are looking at what other people have and what other people are doing with that, and you feel like you're not good enough, you're not measuring up, you're missing out on something that they have. Quit comparing yourself to them. Focus on what you have. Focus on how planning brings you joy, how the items that you've already curated in your planner room, how they bring you joy, how they can help you plan, and quit worrying about the fear of missing out. Have an attitude of gratitude. Don't let comparison steal your joy. Turn off social media. Be willing to not have it all. It's okay if you don't have it all, okay? Plan a meetup with your local friends. Remind yourself of the people in the community who you love and who help make this more fun and exciting. Share your stash with them. Use their stash if they're willing to share. Meet up with those people in real life. Challenge yourself to use what you have. You have a lot. Let's be honest. Even if you only have 1 sticker book, that's a lot of stickers. It's hundreds of stickers. That's a lot, okay? Use what you have. And then the final thing is when that new stuff comes out and you start feeling like you want it all, make a list of what you want and then wait to buy it. Okay? All right. I hope this video helps you guys focus on what you have instead of what you're missing out on. And if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, and happy planning.